Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
And we have with us Scott Zimmerman with Corporate Strategies, Insurance, Employee Benefits, HR, Payroll, you name it, he's got it. So we kind of wanted to dive into an area that a lot of us don't think of, unfortunately. We do know, even if we don't have insurance, we know we should have insurance, or we try to get it. We don't know if we have the right insurance. That's where Scott comes in. But there's an area that a lot of us don't think of that actually is more prevalent than death that you need to protect yourself from, and that's disability insurance, right, Scott?
That's right. Most people don't have it unless they're given it through work, which are usually minimal plans, but better than nothing, of course. We write a lot of that. But a lot of people that don't have it through work, they really should look at it. It's not that expensive.
But how are you going to replace your income if you're disabled?
Exactly.
That's the key, and that's what you've probably seen. I mean, we kind of teed it up last time is sometimes you know what question to ask because you've seen the good and the bad. Good is, thank goodness I helped that family get the insurance they need, or, oh, my God, I wish they would have taken my advice, or I wish they would have done it. Exactly. And now they're going, I wish I would have done it. Yeah. But $200 or $300, whatever it was that month for, like, say, a disability insurance, I don't know, it ranges.
Right, it ranges.
But I'm saying now they're like, gosh, I would have paid that every day of the week to have income to protect my family now.
It's all about peace of mind. Hopefully this is one of these things that we never need. We buy it, we never need it. Obviously, we're going to need life insurance. We're all going to go eventually. But
no, I'm going to.
You're eternal.
Yeah, me, and I got my Frosty Snowman hat. I'll come back every year. Happy birthday!
Why does everybody love that? It's not that funny.
You'd have to see it. All right.
So anyway, yeah, it is something everybody should at least look at.
So what are they looking for? Well, how does disability insurance work? Because a lot of us probably don't even know what that means because you just don't think you're going to need it.
Yeah. I mean, it's really simple. If you become sick or hurt and you can't work, a disability insurance policy will basically replace your income for up to about 60% of what your income was.
Yeah, so what's interesting is you look at things that can happen, right? And this year, in my old house, I used to get on the roof every year and put up my Christmas lights. Well, this year I looked at the roof and it's like 20 feet higher, so I was like, maybe not. Right? And so I hired someone to do it. And I know, Don, you still went up on the roof this year.
Still an idiot.
But let's talk about that because isn't that a simple way to hurt yourself? I mean, really, none of us belong on a roof. We do it once a year. We have no skill set that really helps us.
Especially mine. The tile roofs with no freaking edge on it.
Nothing to hang on to.
G.I. Joe up there.
That's just, it's funny you say that is I have a buddy, local guy in Stevenson Ranch, Jewish guy, hanging up his lights, fell down and broke his ankle.
There you go.
I mean, yeah,
he wasn't being penalized for putting up lights.
No, I don't know. I hired somebody too.
So he did. He broke his neck.
He broke his ankle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of that. I'm sure we've all heard stories of crazy motorcycle stuff. You probably hear stories all the time. But yeah, it's really, it's not doesn't have to be that expensive, but you can design these plans exactly the way you want them to be.
So you can fit in your budget to at least protect you somewhat if it happens and give you peace of mind.
Yes.
What would be nice is, you think about if things were really tight and I took away all luxuries, right? How much do I really need to live? And that's where I think you've got to try to cover that piece at least so that you don't start ruining your credit, so you don't start falling behind on your home, so you don't start defaulting on all your credit cards. Those are things that happen if you become temporarily disabled.
There goes your prosciutto and wine, Gino.
Or permanently disabled.
Yeah, no
Which happens.
Which happens to a lot of young people. Unfortunately, you hear stories of heart attacks or strokes, people that are, in their late 30s.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those things hopefully we never need. But God forbid if you need it, it's there for you.
So if you have nothing, how does state disability work? Because that's what I think people feel they're going to fall back on.
Well, if you're working for an employer, state disability is offered to you, but it's after 7 days of becoming disabled, it'll start paying, which is really good. I don't remember the numbers on it, but it's not that high what they're going to give you. But it only lasts a year. After a year, then you have to go for Social Security disability, which you have to apply and get approved for, which is very, very difficult.
And isn't that one of those
things? It takes a long time, doesn't it? Sometimes I've seen some people take a while.
Yes, and with a regular disability insurance policy, along on top of state, you could design a plan so you have a 30, 60, 90-day waiting period. You can have it pay for 3 years, 5 years to age 65. You pick what you want, whatever's in your price range that you can afford. So if something happened to you you're disabled to last for 3 years, or it could last for 5 years, or all the way to age 65.
Wow. So you have a lot of options. Definitely something you could customize.
Yeah.
And I would say that probably if you're getting it through your employer, you probably don't have those options. You probably have one or two options, or you really don't know what you're doing when you're picking it. I'll raise my hand on that. When I pick it on the sheet, I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, check the box for yes, because I think it's a good idea. And something like that, and we'll deal with it later.
Those are good plans to have, though, through the company.
Right.
Just if you ever leave them, then you lose it. With regular disability, you can keep it forever. The price never goes up. You're set.
See, Scott would know that because your company also does employee benefits,
Yes.
which we were talking about, and I think we'll go into in the next segment because we're coming up at the end of this segment, is something that Gino brought up you would like. He says, you want to give your employees a great gift? How about employee benefits? Because it's one of the first questions asked. We have, like I said, 25 people here, and almost every single one going, you have benefits?
Right.
It's a big deal because not every employer offers benefits.
Nowadays, they don't.
And
especially with the cost of health insurance right now. It's
crazy.
Astronomical.
Yeah.
So you can give us a little insight on employee
Absolutely.
benefits?
Love to.
Depending, and it doesn't really matter the size of the company, right?
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to ask a trick question when we come back. I have a trick question for Scotty.
I'm ready.
He's biting his tongue because I know he wants to ask it now, but he knows I'll jump
I get
on
my
him.
hand smacked,
Yeah,
for asking one right at the last second.
All right. Thank you again for joining us on our holiday special on the Don Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Don't go away. We're here with Scott Zimmerman with Corporate Strategies, Inc., insurance, employee benefits, HR, payroll, you name it, he's got it. He's going over some details of insurance, things you should really think about, especially heading into the new year when everybody wants to start over, start fresh, and get some good advice and feel good about it. So Scott Zimmerman with Corporate Strategies is going to be right back with us, so don't go away.
Thank you.